Emma Bradford's here. £1 P&P, nothing to do with each other, but £1 P&P all day long. Maybe it was her fault. Maybe it's her that insisted on having the £1 P&P all day long. Anyway, have a look at this quilt. Beautiful. Brand new to us here at Sewing Quarter. It is the Pattern Basket by Margot Languedoc. It's the first time we've had a the first time we've had a pattern basket. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, I thought I'd had one already. Oh, it's the first time we've had pattern baskets apparently. Love, it's beautiful. Look at it. Isn't that just lovely? Look at the. It's new to us and new to them. Oh yeah, 2019. It certainly is. One they knew. Oh look, there it is, close to. Oh, there it is, not far away. I've got two versions for you to see. That one there is this one here. So now remember, if you buy either of these, you're entered into the Festival of Quilts competition, remember, because all you have to do is buy something that's a quilt kit between now and the night of the 28th, and you could win an Sewing Quarter experience at the Festival of Quilts, including a class, including a live show, including lots of things. Meeting all the experts, not all the experts, we won't all be in every day. You might meet Paul, you might meet Hannah. You'll definitely meet Laura off floor. She's been told she's there every day. That's all we know. She and I are the only two people who know we're definitely there every day. Terms and conditions are on the website. If you've got any questions, please do let me know. Oh, 26, not the 28th. 26. What day is it today then? Oh, so it's 3 days, 26. Yeah, 26. Right, let's do this. Right, okay, here we go. So this is the bundle for the one that Emma's already made. So what you get in here is you get 2.5 meters of your very, very soft green, mint. You get 2 meters of your ivory. Then you get 0.5 meter of your lovely soft blue. Can you see those? Soft blue. Powder blue. Then you got your spot on in blue. Lovely, like a soft pink there. A really gorgeous blush pink. Then you've got your pink spot on. Then you've got your lemon. And then you've got your yellow spot on. But then you also get all these as well. Fat quarters, creamy with red and pinky on it, lilac-y. You get 9 of these. And all of this, plus your 2 threads, plus your instructions. And that will make, that's the thing, £99.99. And that will make this one. The finished size of the quilt is, oh, no, it's not finished, not got it written down. What size is the finished quilt, do you remember? 55 by 55, apparently, roughly. I'll measure it when we go over. That's all right. No, it's 54.5-inch square. Thank you very much indeed, Emma Bradford, for telling me the wrong thing. Woven Hearts, finished quilt measurements. I can read that without my glasses because it's in great big letters on the back there. Anyway, so that's that one. That's that one. The one we're going to be demoing with is this one here. Now, I think this is going to be gorgeous, right? So in this one, you get 2.5 meters of your... Ooh, that is stunning, isn't it? Like, I don't... What is that? No, it's not aqua, is it? It's... turquoise. It's not coping, is it? Sapphire. Oh. Oh, okay. Then you get 2 meters of your ivory. Then look at this. 0.5 meter of your spot on, 0.5 meter of your spot on, 0.5 meter of your spot on. Oh, 0.5 meter of your spot on, 0.5 meter of your spot on, 0.5 meter of your spot on, 0.5 meter of your spot on. Oh, beautiful. They're all spot-ons. I could have said that at the beginning, couldn't I? I could have gone all spot-ons in blue, in rainbow colours. But no, that's not it, because then you get a linear, you get a batik, you get a linear, you get an anthology batik there. Then, look, is that anthology as well? I didn't think that one was anthology there. Then you've got linear, now that one's called raindrops or something, isn't it, that one? Look, aren't they? The colours are just exquisite, aren't they? So you get all of that, plus the instructions. Sandra's just emailed in saying, what have we got to buy? A quilt kit. The slide doesn't really tell because it doesn't say what to buy, so don't worry. These count as quilt kits, as do the Chang's lovely Chinese print quilt kits that we had the other day, as do any other quilt kit on the website. Should we go and see Emma? Don't think I won't take anything with me apart from the pattern. Right. Hello, you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
You're looking
good.
very cash today. I've come all untucked while I've been ruffling.
Oh dear.
You look lovely.
Oh, thank
Not
you.
that you don't normally look lovely, but anyway. How are you? I've not seen you for a while.
No,
Are you going to be at Festival of Quilts?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I need to talk to Wendy.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Now you've gone. Have you gone slightly off piste on this one?
I did. I went a little bit. Yeah.
But not as in pattern-wise. You did
No.
the patterns. You've made it as you meant to make
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
aren't
yeah.
you?
But it's just the colours.
You see, I like this. You see, this is what I would do. Where's the pattern? Because on the pattern here, let me show you this, right?
Yeah.
What she's done here is she's kept all the greens. See how she's kept all the greens together, all the reds together, all the yellows together. But you've kind of mixed and matched all.
Yeah.
But you can do that because you've got half a metre of all those fabrics,
Yeah.
plus the fat quarters in the middle. Are they all going to work together, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah.
All you have to do is just keep your cream or your mint.
Yeah. The same.
Now, the other thing is you do get lots of mint. So if you want to make your border around here in mint, so if you want to make this bit mint, you can do. There's enough fabric to make that bit mint, isn't there?
There is.
So you can do that with, yes, yeah. Keep the cream as that, and then just have the mint there.
Mint.
But so you keep your sashings and your mint. But if you wanted that bit of mint, would you then bind it in the
White.
the ivory?
Yeah. Sorry, the ivory. Yeah.
It's beautiful. So
Yeah.
now it looks very complicated.
It's. I want to say fiddly. It's just, it takes a long time. So the blocks take a little while to make, but once you've got your blocks all made, it actually goes together really quickly.
What do they call a block then? One heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I call 4 hearts one block.
Okay, so
But
you've
the
only
way-
made 1, 2, 3, 4, 16.
Yeah,
oh, excuse
16
me,
altogether.
blocks. But then within that each block,
You've got 4.
you've got 4 mini blocks with sashing and
Yeah.
everything. They are gorgeous. I love them. So
Yeah,
on the pastel one, you went off piste.
I did.
But on this one,
I'm keeping
you're
it
going
as
to
it
stick
says.
to the what they suggest. But obviously, the bundle is yours. You
Yeah,
do,
yeah, do what you want.
What you want with any of it. So so now, when you get, what's the first thing you do when you get your pattern? What's the first thing you should do?
First thing I do, well, the first thing I always do is figure out where I'm going to use what.
Yes.
So you've got 2 basic fabrics, A and B.
Right.
And so, like you said, with this pattern, I'm actually keeping the same colours together.
Right.
But with this one, I mixed and matched.
Yes.
So that was the first thing I did.
I think I'd
Yeah.
mix and match
Yeah.
as well, but
Yeah.
I've yet to see this one. I might change my mind once. I see this
You
one,
might.
yeah.
So the first thing you need to decide which colours you want to put with what.
Yes.
Then the next step is to cut them into 1.5-inch strips.
So all of the hearts are made from 1.5-inch
strips.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got a little bit extra here. I was just going to show, because I used my stripology ruler throughout, which I really recommend because it made it go so much easier.
Oh, okay.
And more accurate.
Right.
So if people are watching who've never cut a strip before, this is how you do it. So I've got my fabric, I'm folding it selvages together.
Yes.
In half and then in half again. So I've got quarters.
Right. Then you get your ruler.
Ruler. And with the ruler, you don't have to worry. Usually, if I was cutting it with a normal ruler, I would make sure my fold is lined up with my lines on my mat. But with the stripology ruler, you've already got lines. So I'm just lining up my line. Move it up a bit.
Have you got one of these at home then that you used?
Yes. Yep.
So it's Creative Grids, Stripology, and I'll let you carry on.
Okay. Yep. So you just put, so you've got grooves every 1/2 inch.
Right.
So for 1.5 to 1/2-inch increments, this is perfect. And you can explain there's some fancy stars on the top. I don't usually go by those.
Okay.
Because they tell you it's a quick way of doing it. I usually just measure. So 1.5, 3. Because I've been doing it for so much, you get your numbers.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So then 4.5.
But if you want to, you can. The stars are 1.5, aren't they? And the squares are 2.5.
Okay.
If you just want to follow the stars or the squares, right?
So just like that.
And it means then that all of your strips are absolutely identical. Because if you use the ruler, and I'm not saying anything against using rulers, but if you use a ruler, you could be 1 nanomillisecond out each time, couldn't you? And even though in the grand scheme of things that doesn't matter. By the time you've done all of those together, if they're all a millisecond out, then it's going to add up. It does add up.
And it just makes it go a lot quicker as well. So you've got accuracy and it is quick.
And also, that's not, to me, that wouldn't be the fun part, cutting strips.
No.
I'd be like bored after a while.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, my favourite part is putting all the colours together.
Yeah.
So naturally what I did, so there's a couple of ways of doing it. In the instructions, it then tells you to cut down your strips. So let me...
So these are now width of fabric 1.5 inches wide?
Yes.
Right.
It then tells you to cut down...
Do you need the... Oh, you got one.
Yeah, got one. So your A and B fabric, so the dot in this case is my A fabric. The teal, which, didn't realise it was going to blend with the matte, but hopefully people will see that, is my B.
Yeah.
And you need to cut a 6.5 inch strip and a 5 inch strip. Right. So you need 2 6.5 inch strips of A and 1 6.5 inch strip of B, and then 2 5 inch by 1.5 inch strips of B and 1 of A.
Right.
And then you're going to sandwich them together.
Okay, I can see what's coming next.
Yeah.
So that one go the opposite way around to that one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I think of them as sandwiches.
Yes, or Victoria cakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponge cakes. Now, but it says for you to cut them all down to 5.5 and then sew them together.
Yes.
Are you going to tell me you did something different in a minute?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me finish this bit.
So do that first. Yeah. Do that first, and then you can tell me what you've done different.
And these strips are enough to make 1 heart.
Oh, okay. So for a block, you need 4 times that much.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 3 more.
Yeah, 3 more.
Block sets.
Rainbow's absolutely flying out. This one here is absolutely flying out.
So we'll set up. Need to go to 6. Oh.
Okay, I'm a bit worried because Hannah just called Paul darling.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
What's the
matter?
No, I'll say it is important to do a scant 1/4 inch.
Okay, so for somebody who doesn't know what that means, who's new to us, what do you mean by scant 1/4 inch?
Okay, I'll show you.
Okay.
Let me find my foot.
It's on the end of your leg.
There we go. Oh, no.
You break it, you buy it.
It was working fine earlier.
Oh, now, isn't this the machine that did this yesterday?
And I was holding my threads, I think.
Yeah. No, was it? It was the 720 yesterday. Oh, Mark from Essex says, Emma, you are a joy to watch.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Do you know Mark?
I don't know Mark.
Oh, intrigued.
I don't know Mark yet.
No, yeah. Oh! I don't think you were supposed to say that. Thank you, Mark, for your message anyway. Am I not a joy to watch as well, Mark? Yeah, your husband not watching?
He's at work.
Oh, fine.
But he might be. He tries and catches it on the iPad.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So that's that one. Do this one. And so I've used a contrasting thread so you can see this, what I'm talking about with the scant 1/4 inch.
Yeah. Oh. What's the matter?
Lucy's not going to be happy with me. I told her I'd forget something halfway through.
What do you need?
Ruler. Is there a ruler? Just a regular ruler.
What, in the building? Is Lucy upstairs with you? And we'll just take Lucille's going to keep... Do you need it now, or can you keep sewing?
I can keep sewing.
Just a normal... What size ruler would you like?
Just any. A small one's fine. I just need to show a 1/4 inch.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so,
yes. Yeah. It's not on there, no. Yeah, so any of the small ones, it's just to show the 1/4 inch along the edge. Yeah.
Okay. So, we need to press these now then, and then I'll show the 1/4 inch.
Do you want to iron those? Right,
yeah.
okay.
The other important thing is...
It's that mark he's thrown us all, hasn't he?
He has. It will help if you press your seams, disregard the pressing to the dark side, necessarily. Press all of your seams towards fabric A.
Whichever you've chosen as fabric A?
Yes.
A message from Mo in the Highlands. Don't worry about Hannah calling Paul darling. I call people darling all the time. It saves having to remember their names. No, she knows it. She knows his name. Thank you. Oh, Lucy didn't come in. She's so angry. So they sent Laura instead.
Oh dear. Right. So I've pressed, so my dotty one is A, so I've pressed my seam allowance towards A.
Is this what you did with yours? Oh, okay. I'm not meant to ask that.
No, you can. Just that this, pressing them to one side and using a scant quarter of an inch will help to nest the seams.
Okay.
So if you're concerned about nesting them, making sure they match up accurately, then yes, press to one side. On ones that I did, and I'll show you the next step that I did differently.
Right.
I actually pressed them all open.
But you had a reason for that?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come to that in a minute then.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll come to that in a minute.
But that's just my personal preference.
Yeah, but people at home, I mean, not everyone's going to be a beginner. Lots of people will have already done quilting and they'll have their preferences as well.
Exactly. But I did see a message a comment on Facebook this morning saying that one lady would be concerned about matching all the squares.
Oh, yes. And already? We haven't even shown it yet.
I know. Well, I did give him a little sneak peek yesterday.
Oh, did you? Oh, yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Was that on Facebook or was that on Instagram? I saw a sneak peek of it somewhere.
Yeah, might have been a bit of both, actually.
Fewer than 20 of the rainbow. The rainbow one's absolutely flying. I'm not surprised. It's good. Oh, quick question. Some of those fat quarters are batiks. Do you wash your batiks before you use them?
I tend to wash all of my fabrics before I use them.
There you go. So it's personal choice, isn't it?
It is personal choice.
We always say, or not we, I always say, wash your batik because sometimes a batik will have a bit of, because they're dyed differently to these. Sometimes batik will have a little bit of
bleed.
Dye left in there. It'll bleed a little, might bleed a bit. So, but if you wash them all already, see Lucy, not Lucy here, Lucy Brennan, she never washes anything at all. Yeah. She does her clothes and everything like that. Before she starts her quilt. Yeah.
Well, the reason I do it is twofold: to get the shrink out.
Yeah.
Any colour run, but also because it has sizing in it, and that sometimes
fabric does.
Yeah. And I sometimes find it will make me sneeze and things like that.
Maybe that's what's wrong with me and Hannah. We're sneezing all the time.
But I have also heard that wash it before you actually want to use it. So if you've got a stash, and I'm sure there's not very many quilters out there who do because they use it all right.
Yeah.
Leave it unwashed until you actually want to use it because I think it keeps better.
Oh, okay. No, it looks nicer on the shelf.
That too.
Yeah. Okay, so now what are you doing now?
Scant quarter of an inch.
Right.
So when I measure my quarter of an inch seam allowance, I want to line up my quarter of an inch line on the edge of my raw edge, basically.
Yeah.
And I want to not be able to see my seam, my sewing line underneath it.
Yeah.
So I want to, my seam should be within my quarter of an inch.
Right.
But just within.
Yes.
Not like, you shouldn't be able to see it.
Halfway in or anything. Yeah.
Exactly. So you shouldn't be able to see it. So you can't see, when I put my quarter of an inch on here, my seam is directly underneath.
A quarter of an inch, if you did a true quarter of an inch line, you just see the stitches run along the
you
side
would.
of
so if I move this way, so that I've moved my ruler over a little bit, just fraction, and you can see.
So that would be your pure quarter of an inch, but a scant is it's literally
just underneath. And what I did to get that on this machine is, if it's in straight stitch, you can actually move your needle, nudge it one way or the other. And I've actually nudged it all the way to 9 on this one.
Right.
So just by, my little machine at home does the same thing. You just have to press the stitch width to one side, and it'll
that's
nudge
got 91.
over.
I think that's got 91 needle positions. So you're putting it all over the place. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's that.
Perfect.
So I'm going to press this one again.
Okay.
Oh, and the other tip, if you want to make sure that you always press to the correct side, the fabric that I want to press the seam towards, I always put on top.
Yeah, that's what confused me. When I
stitch.
first started working here, and the quilter would say, oh, press it underneath. So I'd automatically put it underneath.
Yeah.
And it would always go the wrong way. So the one you want it to go underneath is actually the one you have on top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, you've got steam on that iron. Would you normally use steam?
I do, but I actually learned something from you.
Oh, what about it fixing?
Yes. Yeah. So if you're very confident and you don't want it to move, then yes, steam. If not, if you want to have a little bit of fudge left in it, then just press without steam, because the steam will set it to, then it will stay there. Right, so I've got those. And you can either do it with the ruler.
Oh, do you want this one back? Or do you want that one?
Yeah, let's do it both ways.
Yeah.
I'll save that one. So these now need to be 1.5 inches wide. And you need, I have to think. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So 3 of your BAB strips.
Yes, yeah.
And 4 of the other. And you will have a little bit extra as well. They leave you a little bit, make it a little bit wider, so you've got a little bit of wiggle room in case of error. Oh, but what I actually did was I did it underneath.
Okay, let me move that way.
Thank you.
When you've got a stripology and you get used to it and everything, you're bound to think, oh, I'll just get that out and just do all my sub-cutting.
Yes, then you know they're all the same.
So these are 1.5 inch again, obviously.
Yeah. So actually, I'll get an extra one.
Brilliant.
Oh no, that's 4. So a little bit extra on either side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, save those. No, yeah.
So then...
I had a question to ask you. I was thinking about you in my kitchen the other day.
Oh.
Well, no, I buy my flowers from Waitrose. For those of you who don't know, Emma is a botanist who works in working out the stuff that you put in your, you know, the things you get in your plastic things to put in your water.
Yeah.
Why do some flowers have them and some don't?
Some are naturally long-lived. Some do actually benefit from having flower food.
Okay.
So things like spray carnations, chrysanthemums.
Oh, chrysanthemums. I love chrysanthemums.
Yeah. They last forever, even just in water. So, I mean, they'll last up to 2 weeks just in water. Yeah. So you don't necessarily need it.
Oh, no, I just wondered, I was thinking, they're trying to save money, but obviously the plants don't, but if the plants don't need them.
They don't need it, no. Yeah, exactly. They'll always put it on if it really does need it and it will help. But if it doesn't help that much, gladioli, another one, it helps a little bit, but they don't tend to.
I love gladioli.
Yes, I love those. And
got a bit of a spooky story about gladiolus, but maybe I'll save that for another day.
Okay.
Well, no. It's just a friend of mine, and years ago now, a friend of mine died unexpectedly, and I couldn't cope with it very well. So all I did was send his favourite flowers to his funeral, which were white gladiolus, right? And then years later, and this is only if you believe in things like this. And I was sitting with a clairvoyant. It wasn't a sit-in. It was a friend of mine, and she just suddenly went, "Oh, by the way, Tom says thanks for the white gladiolus," and I nearly fell off my chair, thinking. Oh, that's... And I wasn't in a sitting or anything like that. It was my friend Jennifer, and she was just like, wow, I've just got this. Does this mean anything to you?
Wow.
So I always think when I put gladiolus in my lounge, I was thinking
Think
Tom.
of him.
Yeah. Not that, but I don't buy white ones, so don't like white ones.
No, I have to admit, I'm not a big... Well, some white flowers. I don't tend to have white flowers in my garden. I just think they're... No.
I've got some in my garden. It's got every colour in the garden. But when I have a vase of flowers, I don't always go for white. I went through a phase of... just big white lilies, but everyone goes through that phase.
Yeah, and then I can't do the smell anymore.
The lilies. Well, I also have to be careful because if the cats eat the stamens.
I was thinking of you actually.
Oh, I'm not going to eat them.
No. Anthurium. I don't know if you know what those are.
No, they're the onion ones.
No, they're big, sort of waxy tropical flowers.
Oh, right.
We at the flower shop we used to call them little boy flowers because they have a big.
Oh no, they're the red ones. They're bright red.
Yes. Okay. You know what I'm talking about.
Don't
ever have those in your house if you have cats.
Oh, really? What? If they eat the middle bits of that?
The leaves, even. I think it's the whole thing. Yeah, I found out the hard way.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, this turned into a bit of a sad show. This
No. He survived.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, but no, he definitely was not. It was not a very happy period. Okay,
right.
So I've got 3 sets that are doubles, basically, and 1 extra. So
do we not need this one then?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put one of these aside because these doubles is going to make your side of your heart.
Right.
And then you put the other ones together to make that bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to sew that and that together. And you'll see when I put it all together, you'll see why I said press all the seams to the A fabric. I'm going to scrap that.
Oh, phone's going.
Oh. You can see doing all the hearts is the time consuming. See, I didn't
what?
I didn't grab my threads.
What do you mean?
So every time I start sewing, I grab the bobbin and the top thread together, because if I don't, and it doesn't matter which machine I use, it tends to chew up.
Oh, yes. So
I'll start from this side. And I'm not pinning this at all because I've pressed my seams all to one way. They're nesting really nicely. So I'll just give that a quick press.
Yeah, of course. I just need to, can I have an update of how many have gone, Hannah? Is that possible? I'm just worried about the panel, because so many of you know the panel I showed you earlier, so many of you got it in your baskets, so please check out if you can. Okay.
Right. So now we end up.
Okay, so you've made a big one. Oh, I see, because it's the 2 halves of the heart. I can see it now. I can see it now, yes. So you've got this one and then this smaller one here.
Yes. And then the next step, it's important to do this as your next step and not go any further.
Okay. Oh, it's to finish that off there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're going to take your 1.5 inch square. It also tells you, so this is your background fabric.
Yes.
You need 1.5 inch squares of your background fabric.
Right.
And you just lay them in the corner. Oh. Yes. So you'll see on your big set, your A fabric is in every corner.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So you don't have to pay attention which corner you put it in. It's always going to be right.
Yeah.
However, on this one, you have to make sure you put it on top of the same fabric. And don't do what I did earlier.
On that one, and then it's not going to be right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to change.
And what you're going diagonally across or sewing it?
I'm doing it diagonally across. Yeah. So I'm going to change my 1/4 inch foot to a straight foot.
Right.
And clear my settings. And you can mark them if you really want to be careful. You can mark it diagonally first.
Right.
And sew along the marking line, or you can eyeball it.
Is that on the right corner?
Yes, thank you.
Just checking.
And because they're not going to overlap, I'm just going to do the other ones right now as well.
Did you, when you did it, did you have lots of hearts all going on at the same time and chain piece them?
I did.
Do you make one first to make sure that it goes right?
Yes.
Put it to one side and then chain piece all the rest? Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. because it gives you the instructions to make one heart, and then it basically says repeat.
Yeah.
So.
Ruler. Oh, you've got it. Are you going to cut those off?
I am. And I actually used my scissors when I did it because it's...
Do you want some scissors?
No, that's fine.
Okay. It's just while they've gone. They've
gone.
That's
fine, that's fine. So you can, if you really want to be careful, you can use your ruler to do them all, or you can freehand it if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
There we go. And then we press those out.
Oh, Sean's got a plant-related question. Emma, why do you get plant food with Alstroemeria? They last for ages too.
Okay, so Alstroemeria and lilies.
That's what I've got at the moment in my lounge, Alstroemeria.
The leaves tend to yellow.
The what?
The leaves
tend to yellow.
Tend to yellow, and so the flower food will generally, it will help them with the vase life a little bit.
Yep.
But it also is designed to prevent the leaves from turning yellow.
There you go, Sean. Sowing and floristry.
Yep.
Right.
So that's what it looks like. And then you get a 2.5-inch square of your background.
Put that on there.
That goes on there.
It's actually quite, once you're in the flow, it's actually quite simple, isn't it? It looks more complicated up there than it actually is.
Oh, and then go back to this is where it helps to do a lot at a time, because you don't have to change your feet.
Oh no, don't have two sewing machines. Don't have two sewing machines. I was going to have two sewing machines up. Heather says, morning John and Emma. Use thread savers at the end of each piece you sew, and you will eliminate the problem you're having with the beginning of your sewing.
Oh yeah, little mule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I recommend that to all my students, but it's not a habit that I've ever managed to develop because now I'm on the.
Because what?
It's not a habit that I've ever managed to develop.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so used to holding the threads. There we go. Oh, now this is the bit where it's important. I'll show you why it's important to press it towards the A. One, because it gives you nice nesting within the heart, but you'll see when you put your square on, that's going to nest right nicely there. And if you press it always towards the A, you'll guarantee that that's always going to happen on all your blocks.
Perfect. I think that's just not a nervous habit. It's like a ritual now that I bet you any money, 99 times out of 100, it wouldn't nest. It's just that you think, I've got to hold those two stitches.
Yeah. It is. Like sports players, they get superstitious.
Like little Paul who has to have a piece of chocolate after every dinner. It's a habit.
There we go.
Takes 3 weeks to break a habit, doesn't it?
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Brilliant.
And then you repeat that.
Right. Oh. You see, they don't look particularly like a heart there to start with, do they?
No. And I had to decide, does it actually look like a 4-leaf clover or a heart? I think it could be
whichever you want.
Exactly. It could
right,
be a bit
stop there because I'm going to go and do fabrics, and then we'll move on to the next bit if that's all right.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. We're going to start with the Brights bundle. Over half the stock's been checked out. So what you get is you get your pattern, brand new today to us. So you get the pattern. Beautiful. So you get the pattern, you get the 2 threads, and look at these. So you get your fat quarters, you get linear, anthology, linear. Not sure what that one is in the middle. It's beautiful though. Anthology, linear. So you get your 9 fat quarters. Yep. Then you get 2.5 meters of your, sapphire. Somebody buys your sapphire, I don't know I've never seen a sapphire that colour, I have to say. 2 meters of your ivory, then 1/2 meter of each of your spot-ons. Beautiful, gorgeous blues. Not blues, blue, aqua, green, yellow, orange, pink and red. Oh, I'm getting... You'd think I'd get the hang of this job by now, wouldn't you? £106.99. And I'll have to have 3 weeks off to get over the habit, yeah. That's the brights one, that's the rainbow one. That's the rainbow one. Also got it in the one that's on the wall, the lovely soft pastel, which is that one there. So again, you get your 9 fat quarters. All 100% cotton, all quilting weight fabric, all beautiful. And then your main fabrics on this one are 2.5 meters of your mint, 2 meters of your ivory, and then you've got powder blue plain, spot on pale blue, lovely luscious pinks, very soft pinks, pink spot on lemon, and yellow spot on, plus your 2 threads, plus your instructions. Now remember, buying those means if you bought one of those, you are automatically entered into our competition to win a Festival of Quilts experience, sewing quarter experience. You get 2 tickets. You go to, it could be any day that you choose of the 4 days, and you'll be going to a class, you'll be going to a, what's it called, a live demonstration, and meeting all the people from Sewing Quarter who are there that day. And lots of other things, but I'm not allowed to tell you about those yet. You have to buy a quilt kit. You have to buy a quilt kit, yes.
So, before I go into the next bit of showing how to put the actual block together, I'm going to show you how I did that bit.
Yes.
Because it's much quicker. So, instead of cutting my 6.5 and 5-inch strips, I actually sewed my strips together.
Right.
So I've cut these out, because this is what you need for each heart. So you need 3, these are the 1/2 meters. So I've cut them full width of fabric.
So some of these fat quarters and some of these
are 1/2 meters.
1/2 meters, so
yeah.
Okay.
So you actually only need 2.5 strips of your 1/2 meter.
Right.
And then you need 4 of your fat quarter.
Yeah.
So that's just half. So what I did to get these was I just cut my full ones in half, then use that and that.
Yeah.
To make my dotty. So you need 2 like that.
Right.
And then you need 1 that is B-A-B.
Yeah. So instead of, what you've done, you change the order, because what you do is, once you've cut your 1.5-inch strips, in the instructions you cut your 5.5 and your 11s and things like that. All you've done is sewn like the width of the fabric together, but in the same 2 of those sandwiches and 1 of those sandwiches.
Exactly. Yeah. And then what I did was I actually used my stripology.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the other thing. So what I did, because I find that they tend to go flatter, is I actually press my seams open.
Right.
And because I find when I sew strips, they're still a little bit bendy.
Banana-y.
Yeah, exactly. But they don't go quite so bad if you press them open. But
now, does that affect later on the nesting of the seams when you make the heart?
They won't nest, so you do have to be careful. And you can pin. So it's preference. It's a trade-off. 6.5 doesn't matter. Thank you. But then you get to cut all of these at once if you have one of these, which is lovely. So line up as much as possible. Oh, there we go. So
these are all. Are these all 1.5s then now?
Yes, these are all going to be 1.5s again, and you need.
Oh, that saves
12.
lots of time,
yes.
doesn't it? Because you haven't got the cutting of the 5 and cutting the 11 and all that. You literally sew the strips together.
Yeah.
Then cut them all out 1.5.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And then all those little tiny bits that I cut off earlier.
They're down there now.
Yeah. Well, you can end up with 1 full extra.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am now. We'll find out when I lift the ruler up.
Yeah, lift the ruler.
10.5. And 1 more. I think the last one is extra. You get 1 more than you need. So you need.
Oh, and then they're all ready. They're all ready to go.
Exactly.
You see how quick does that ruler make that?
3, 6, 9. So yeah, 1 extra. So
okay. So they're spare.
Those are spare.
And then you get one extra of each of them.
Yeah, so that's extra.
Oh, but cushions. I'm thinking cushions then.
Yeah,
you could
definitely.
You could then make a heart made of all different colours, or a four-leaf clover made of all different cushions.
I was thinking about doing one of those actually, but I didn't quite have all the mix.
Oh, honestly.
But I know.
Okay.
And that's all of the strips that you need to do one full.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, because this one we only cut them out for that to start with, then we cut that one out, then we cut that one out, then we cut that. And then these squares, you can cut those out.
The same
way, can't you?
That's what I did. Because I did some
squares.
Yes,
yeah.
So I did my 2.5 inch strips.
So how many minutes we've got? 13 minutes. So
okay, so we're good.
So what would be next then?
Now, next. So, you're supposed to cut sashing strips.
Right.
To go in between here.
Oh yes, of course.
Out of 1.5 inch. Now it's supposed to be 5.5 inches. Each heart's supposed to be 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches.
Okay, right.
But even with a scant quarter of an inch, mine all came up 5.25.
Right.
So I recommend definitely measuring your blocks before you actually cut your sashing.
Yes.
To actually what you need. And it's funny because even my blocks, they're supposed to be 11.5. Mine ended up being 11. But the quilt, when I measured it to put it on the long arm, it's still 54.5 by 54.5.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So it wasn't a full-size quilt that ended up being a lap quilt.
Yeah. So what do you do now then? Do you trim these down at this point?
You can trim them down. Mine aren't too bad, so they're all about 5.25, and I tend to go average. So yeah, that one's a little bit off. So you could. That one's actually coming at 5.5. So you could trim them all down.
Oh.
I know. That one's 5.25.
Oh yes, I know. Pollen from lilies are dangerous, the fatal to cat. I know. Customer. Oh no, that's what we were saying. That's why I stopped having lilies when I got Norman and Ellie.
Oh, but what you can do, because it's the pollen, because they brush up against them and then they lick the pollen off, you can actually just take those anthers out as the flowers open.
Can't be bothered.
I know. But
I'll just buy a different flower. Oh, hang on. What is it? What is it though? In your kitchen? Did you buy it from a supermarket? That'll be why. Paul bought a purple basil from his supermarket, to trim to make when he makes his pasta and things.
Yeah.
And it's died already.
Oh yeah, they're just annuals. They're not
even annual, weekly, I'd say.
So
but even so, the ones that you have in your kitchen to make your herbs out of in your kitchen, they never last, do they?
No.
In my opinion.
No.
You've been eating it. Oh, he hasn't even cut any of it off.
Oh, we can dry it. Or you could put it in ice cubes and freeze it. Right. So you're going to need two sashing strips, or one sashing strip to 2 hearts.
Yeah.
And then this one is the middle one.
All these instructions are in. These are all in the instructions.
They are. And then you can do a different colour, but I actually liked keeping the sashing colour in the middle.
Oh, is that what she did, or did she put a colour from? You see, because what you could have done. Oh no, because on yours you could have put the pink one.
Yeah.
In the middle of that one, or the blue one in the middle of that one. Mm-hmm. Oh, I've gone all sniffy talking of pollen. Oh no, that's what she's done.
Oh, she did the same thing.
She's got one of the fabric. So. She's chosen whichever the lady, Margot.
Languedoc.
That lady. she's put one of the colours from the actual hearts or the flowers in the middle of hers.
I only know it's Languedoc because that's a region in France near where I used to live.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Now that there's no Jeremy Kyle to watch, I have to watch. I'm watching more Escape to Countries and Homes in the Sun at the moment. And the Homes in the Sun this week, every single one's been from France.
Oh.
It's a different programme, but it's another one I enjoy. Anna's found one that she watches on Netflix. The Netflix that she's been promising me 2 years to give me the code.
Oh, sorry.
No, it doesn't matter now.
See, I'm naughty. I piggyback on Mum's. Mum takes pity on me.
That's fine.
And so for the middle bit, I'm always pressing towards the pale.
Right. Oh, okay.
Which is also...
You'd automatically think to press towards the dark, wouldn't you, on that
Yeah.
bit?
But it will help it nest in the middle if you want to do that.
Giving the password to your next door neighbour, or you were you piggybacking off his? Oh, that's nice. What are you saying together now, then?
My hearts on the either side of the sashing.
Oh, right.
So I'll have 3 sections altogether, the middle bit of sashing and then the 2 halves of the hearts.
We've got ages.
Oh, okay.
Got 7 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wow, we even get to the next bit then. Oops. Don't need that anymore. Well, maybe.
What are you muttering?
I'm just thinking, do I need the stripology anymore? I don't.
You don't need the stripology anymore. Okay, I'll leave that there then.
So you have to sew. So I've got 2 halves and then my sashing bit in the middle. And see if you press it towards the light, then it nests.
Yes. So when you did yours and yours are all pressed open, you've still got seams to match, but you just won't have nesting seams. You're going to have flat seams
flat
to match.
seams. Yeah. Some of them were nesting because I still pressed them to one side after I constructed my hearts. But the strips.
There's a lot of seams in there, aren't there?
There are. It does actually, the top ends up quite heavy because it's such small pieces, 1.5 inch squares basically. I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to do this one on here. And press it all at once.
Yeah. Tomorrow is Victoriana Day.
Ooh.
So we've got that quilt tomorrow. That's on the wall that side of me. So I'm just thinking about quilts you can buy over the next few days to be entered into competition. That's Victoria Carrington tomorrow. She's also got, now is her birdcage also classed as a quilt as well? She's doing a birdcage tomorrow. Who else? Somebody else is tomorrow? No. Oh, it's all the Victorias, isn't it, tomorrow? Of course. Victoria Pete, Victoria Carrington, and Victoria... Oh, no, Vix is on a cruise.
Oh.
There's been an advert going out saying all the 3 Vixes are on Friday. And Victoria Pete messaged me going, I thought you were on Friday. I said, yeah, I am. And she went, not according to the advert, you know.
Oh, dear.
So, and then I text Vix going, are you on Friday? Is it my mistake? She went, I'm on a cruise. I can't come. Looks amazing. She Instagrammed last night her getting on this ship and she just went like this. And it was just enormous.
Wow. Whereabouts is it?
I don't know where she's going. Her friend Scott, her best friend, works on the cruises.
Oh, nice. There we go.
Oh, look.
And then I've done a red one already, so you can kind of see. And then these are the strips that I would, if I was using the rainbow one, that I would all put together as well. So you'd have them all rainbow colours. Now the next bit, again, I
3
measured.
minutes now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I measured actually how. So these are also coming up to 11.
Yeah.
Rather than 11.5. So I cut all my sashing strips to 11.
Oh, of course, because these are the big blue ones you've got to cut now, aren't they?
And I did actually use a stripology again for this, but I'll use my ruler.
Yeah. Now you see, can I just take one of these? I'll take the red one away.
Yeah.
Because just so you know, what Emma did on this one is she mixed all of her colours, but then on this one, like the pattern, she's kept the 2 reds together and the 2 greens together. The choice is completely yours, isn't it, about how you and what you do with it?
Yeah, and you'll need 16 hearts altogether, so...
16 flowers, as in 16 of the blocks?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. So you can have a play around with mixing everything up. So then you would put your sashing. So you do the construction of the quilt exactly like I did the block. So I would add, well, first of all, decide where you want to put them all.
Oh, yes.
Take a picture on your phone so you remember where they are.
Yes, because you've got 9 fat quarters and 7 fabrics. Oh, that's the 16. That's the 16.
Oh.
16 colours, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can mix
so what you could do, and I was thinking about this, you could keep it exactly the same colours, but instead of your dotty fabric being A and that being B, you could switch them around. So then that would be here and that would be there. If that makes sense.
Well, you want to make another red one?
Yeah, if you wanted to do another one, that colour, but then you could just move.
Yes, of course.
Move where the colour placement is.
Okay, so you then sew this to this.
Yep.
And all along the line.
Yep.
And so then you do 1, 2, 3, 4 together like that. Then do you make this? So we stitch that to that, and that goes there, and then that one to that one, so it creates that.
Yes.
So that you've then got a line or a row of 4
hearts.
4 hearts, 4 hearts, 4 hearts, 4 hearts. Then when you make this, you don't do those individually. You make the whole of that
strip.
sash.
Yeah. So this was one strip.
Yeah.
This was one strip. That was one strip. So I did all the strips first, and then I sewed the strips together that way.
Okay, perfect.
And then put the border on.
Right, and there's enough fabrics to do the ivory border.
Yeah.
But if you want to do the thing is, I think I'd stay with the ivory border. I quite like the ivory border, and then the mint binding. And then, because I think the blue, if on this one, I think if you have that there, I think that might be a bit heavy around that edge there. It depends, because the flowers are more
brighter, so
vibrant, aren't they, in there?
Oh, the other thing I was going to say.
Sorry,
one more thing I was going to say. I forgot. So it gives you the instructions for the border, cutting the border last, which is really helpful, because they need to be continuous lengths. So I actually cut widths of fabric, and I've got seams in my borders.
Oh, okay. So cut your borders first.
Yes. So if you don't want any seams in your borders, cut your borders first.
Of course.
And then do your strips, because you still have plenty.
Yeah.
To get those lengths out of the way.
Yeah, if you don't want seams in it, that's fine. And then how did you quilt yours then?
I've got a butterfly. I thought I'd go quite springy. And just did a butterfly.
But you've got a long arm, haven't you? So you could just put on your long arm.
Yeah.
She's got one long arm.
One long arm.
Okay, you're back in an hour. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing the Dresden cushion.
Yeah.
Cushion. Have a lovely cup of tea. I'll see you in an hour. Thank you for that. Oh, morning, John and Emma. What stunning blocks. Are we having a Christmas in July this year, says Trisha. Wait and see. Rainbow to start with. So you get your 9 fat quarters. Beautiful. Remember, buying a quilt kit means you get entered into the sewing quarter experience at Festival of Quilts. You get 9 fat quarters. Then you get 2 threads. You get the instructions, and then you get 2.5 meters of your sapphire, 2 meters of your ivory, and then 1/2 meter of each of these gorgeous spot-ons. Very, very popular, this one. Very popular. £106.99. Do what? Are you talking to me? Oh, I didn't hear you. Oh, okay. There's so many voices going on today. Right, okay, and then here, this is the pastel one. You get 2.5 of the mint, 2 of the ivory, and then this one's a mix. You get 1/2 meter of your powder blue, 1/2 meter of your spot on blue, 1/2 meter of your pink, 1/2 meter of your very, very pale pink, 1/2 meter pink spot on, 1/2 meter your lemon, 1/2 meter your yellow spot, plus your 9 fat quarters, plus your thread, plus your instructions. £99.99. That will create that. 54.5 inches square. Right, I've got wadding. This is the wadding we used for that one, Loft Luna. Remember, the kit does the front and the binding. You need to get your wadding separately and you need to get your backing separately. Dresden plate, this is called, if you didn't know. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it cute? Lovely. Now, again, this is another cushion I wouldn't let people sit on. Not because they're going to... It's too beautiful, isn't it, to let people sit on this. It's lovely. It's a showy-off cushion, this one, not a city-on cushion, this one. I've got 4... Emma's here to show you how to do it. I've got 4 different versions to show... for you to choose from. For you to choose from, basically. Each of them have instructions in. Now, they do have a template in the instructions. I'll just show you, but it's just for... I'll get Emma to explain when we go over. It does have a template, not for the circle in the middle, just for the... I always call them ties, but oh, blade. But we teamed up with the Creative Grids ruler. If you do this, Emma says this makes it much simpler. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what that's for. No, that was to put behind the ruler over there when Emma was using it. Lucy was just offering me a piece of fabric and I was like, oh, I don't know what I want that for. So Emma needs it to go behind her ruler when she shows off this ruler. Right, $20.99. It's designed by Lynn Edwards. Creative Grids non-slip 18-inch Dresden plate ruler. Doesn't mean to say you have to do an 18-inch because it then says 9-inch. Let me have a look what it says. 18 degrees it means, not an 18-inch, 18 degrees. 18 degree Dresden plate ruler. You get 2 pieces, look. You get the blade and you get the circle. All the Creative Grids have the lovely grip on them, all the measurements that you need on there. It also comes with, inside there, mine's, I haven't got it loose, in there, little instructions. And I don't know if you can see through the plastic, you've got the different styles that you can make in there as well, look. Okay, and also if you go to Creative Grids website, you can see them demonstrating it on there. Okay, let's do the 4 bundles. Shall I do this one first? That one first. Lots of you coming in for the ruler. I'll remind you about that again later on. So this is this one. And now, the thing about this is I think it's even amounts of all the fabric, so you can make the decision of where you want the fabric. Because Hannah said this morning, oh, I want that bird to be in, but you could fussy cut it so the bird is in the middle there. Or you could have the bird fabric going around the outside, couldn't you? You could have the bird, you see what I mean? Like the bird not in there, because where is the bird on this one? It's on there, you can't see it. Oh, Emma, one job. So anyway, you can choose, look, because in the fabric, when you get 2.5 meters, right, you get 2.5 meters of fabric. So you get the lemon, 0.5 meter. You get the ivory, 0.5 meter. Big flowers, 0.5 meter. Little birds on pink, 0.5 meter. And then the big, this is the one Hannah was talking about. Look, she would want that there, the toucan with a very big beak, fussy cut either in the middle or as the background. Now, if you mix and match your fabrics around, you've got enough in here, we think, to make 2 cushion covers. There's the bundles. You get the instructions, you get 1 thread, and you get 2.5 meters of fabric for £34.99. The one we're demoing is this next one. In this one, you get 0.5 meter of the aqua, 0.5 meter of the cream, 0.5 meter of buttons, and they're like real, but look, it looks like real buttons, doesn't it? 0.5 meter of sewing icons, and then 0.5 meter of cotton threads. Aren't they lovely? All the different makes of cotton there, look, on thread. Plus your thread, plus your instructions. £31.99. That is the one that you're going to be seeing demonstrated during this hour. Got 2 more. Tular. Aren't these lovely, right? So you get 0.5 meter, 1/2 metre of the gatekeeper, that's your swan's heads there. 1/2 metre of your fan, and then 1/2 metre of white, 1/2 metre of the blue. This one here is just fans. I won't open this one because that's just your fans there. Right, this one here is called gatekeeper. Right, and if you look, what it is the Pinkerville range is anything that's going on in Tula's head. It's where she goes when she wants a bit of, well, Pinkerville, it's where she goes. So this is the swan, this is the gatekeeper that lets you into Pinkerville. Can you see the swans there? Get 1/2 metre of that. And then I can't remember, was this one called lace? I can't remember what this one was called now, the other one. Just fold that one up nicely. That one goes there. I love the colour of this one. Oh, it'll tell me on the selvage here. Delight! This one's called Delight. Isn't that lovely? So you get 2.5 metres in total of fabric, plus your thread, plus your instructions. $34.99. And then last but not least, Liberty. I know. This is 1/2 metre of your pink, 1/2 metre of your ivory, 1/2 metre of your Liberty. Now that's Wiltshire Shadow or Shade, isn't it, that one? This is your Fireside. Is that right? It's been a while since I've done these. And then that's obviously your Peacock. Wiltshire Shade was that one. Peacock's that one. Fireside, I got it right. Beautiful, aren't they? £36.99. Quilting weight, the Liberties are, not the Tana Lawn. They are your quilting weight cottons. Right. I don't need to bring anything with me, do I, apart from this? Right. Oh, there's a safety pin on the back of that cushion.
I know. Well...
Well, what?
I didn't have a zip to put in it, and it keeps it poofed.
Oh, okay. Poofed.
Poofed, yeah.
Right, okay. So where do we start? Is it difficult? Is the Dresden thing? Did you switch the aircon on when you came in? Something blowing a gale in here, isn't it? Okay, so where do we start? What do we do? How do we do it?
First, you always decide where you want to put everything.
Yes.
So I'm doing the Sewing Notions bundle.
Right. And
so I've decided which fabrics I want to use on my blades.
Oh, okay.
Which I want to use on my background.
So what have you chosen? You've just got the plain?
I've got the Notions.
Yeah.
The reels, the blue.
Yeah.
And the buttons.
Okay, and then the other one, you've got the cream as your, or the ivory as your background. Haven't you?
Yeah. The ruler, the cutting ruler, makes it a lot nice. It makes it really quick.
Oh, okay. There
really
you go.
Quick.
There'll be a reason why we put it in.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to cut.
Are you cutting all the fabrics at the same time?
I am.
Okay.
So I've just pressed them so that they all sit together.
Yeah.
I've already ripped some off here because I did some earlier.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can just, it's only 4 layers of fabric. So I'm just going to cut a 6-inch wide strip.
Okay.
There we go. Like you said, you get lots extra.
So there's definitely enough to make 2?
Definitely enough to make 2.
Including the back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, definitely. You'll need to mix and match a little bit with your fabrics and stuff, but there we go. That extra. Okay. Then I use my ruler. So the template, this is the ruler.
Right.
It's
now, can I just say, we haven't had this ruler in since mid-December. We've been waiting for it to come in since December.
It's nice. It's really nice. And you've got all the different sizes as well.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took my ruler and because you get your blade template in your instructions.
Yes, of course.
So I measured up to which one. It's 6 inches. So it's on the 6-inch line.
Okay.
How big it is. The template is ever so slightly different shape to your blade.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because they all fit together.
So don't mix and match. Don't cut some with that blade
yes,
template,
exactly.
some with the ruler. Cut them all either with the ruler or all with the template.
Yeah.
Okay.
The circle is a little bit different, but I'll get to that when we get to that.
Okay. Christine says, yay, it's back. So you can make, obviously, for this template, we're doing the 6-inch one, but you can do any size, can't you?
Do smaller, you can do bigger, definitely. Actually, I've got a collection of my dad's ties that one day will be made into a Dresden.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The only thing you have to be careful of with a tie is their bias cut.
Oh.
So remember you cut.
Okay.
I mean, you can still do it.
Yeah, but be careful.
Everything will be on the bias if you use old ties.
Okay. Good to know, thank you.
That's all right.
So I'm cutting my shape, my starter, and then I'm going to flip it around the other way because it'll be easier for me to cut. So I'm lining up my edge on the bottom, lining up my 6 inches on the top. I'm going to invade your space for a second.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So you've got all your blades cut, all 4 at once.
Oh, now, does it matter if you've got a directional fabric?
Yes.
No, it doesn't matter, because if you think about it, if you're putting them in a circle, even if you've got trees going like, oh no, because these trees are still big.
Yeah, you would need to be careful on that if you definitely have a directional.
I mean, we haven't got any direction. I don't think we've got any directional fabrics, have we, in this one?
No. But what you could do...
oh no, because the Tula one goes backwards and forwards as well, so that's all right. What you could do as well.
You could do twice as many as you need and do 2 cushions.
Oh, yes, and do one going one way and one going the other way.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
So I need 5 altogether. And this just makes it so quick, because otherwise I'd have to make a little plastic template out of that and mark it and... One more. There we go. So I could keep on going and you could easily get another.
Oh, easily?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's loads of fabric then, really, if you think about it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you only need 5 of each fabric? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, because that would make 20 odd. That would make 20 blades, doesn't it? Yeah, of course you do, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what they end up looking like.
You see, now I would have been tempted to have had blue as my background.
Oh, that's true. And then
no. I mean, it's only a personal thing. I would have had the ivory here and then blue as the background.
Mm-hmm. Or what you could also do, make them all the same if you wanted, or do just 2. I mean, you've got so many options. You've got so much fabric. You can really have a good play around with it, and it's so quick to cut. I mean, look, I've cut all the blades I need in what?
Yeah, exactly.
Less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, less than that.
So I'm going to take 4 and show what we do next.
The Stitching Time Dresden cushion kit there is the one we're using, and the ruler's there.
So I've got a 1/4 inch foot on my sewing machine, so I need a 1/4 inch.
Right.
Send it to 1/4 inch, and then what you do. You need to sew the top first.
Oh, okay.
And then you fold them in half, just like that. And then you're going to sew along the top here.
Right.
Oop, make sure I've got my threads.
So you're just doing 4, but you do this on all 20 of them?
All 20 of them, yeah.
Is it 20 or 16? 4 fabrics, and you cut 5. 5 of them, not 4 of them.
Yeah.
But you've only taken 4.
I have, because I've got some like I did earlier.
Oh,
a la Blue Peter.
Sorry.
And when it comes to the point, so I'm folding them so when I sew them, I'm sewing from the raw edges down to the middle.
Right.
So that I don't get any... both sides are equal, basically. And when you get to the bottom bit, you can do a little lock stitch to lock it in place if you want.
Right.
Or a little backwards and forwards.
What's a Dresden plate then, do we think? A pattern on a plate from Dresden?
I think it's from, so during the war, I mean, obviously there's a lot of Dresden was a place where they made plates.
Yeah.
Dresden was severely bombed.
Right.
I think it's because it's all in pieces.
Oh,
so all the plates
so
are
it's symbolic.
Yes.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, I hope, I can't speak thing. Hope I haven't opened a can of worms with that one then.
At least that's how I interpret it, because they're all broken. Once I've got them all cut, so by the middle bit, I'm just going to snip the corner off of all of them. There we go. I'm going to have my chopsticks. You can use a knitting needle or something.
Oh, have you been into the warehouse and nicked my turning tools?
I have.
They're the Prim turning tools there.
So I'm going to finger press, or you can use a roller.
Press, yeah.
Yep, my seam open.
Right.
And then you need to turn it through. That's where the little handy chopstick comes in.
Well, we did have a Jessie chopstick in the trolley, but someone's nicked it while I've been off. So.
Oh dear. So you do that to all of them, and then you press them.
Oh, okay. But we're folding them differently to how you stitched them.
Yes, so I've stitched them, but I've turned them out, and that's what gives you your little flappy bit.
Yeah.
Around the edge.
That's the technical term, the flappy bit at
the
top. Yeah.
And then all your raw edges are all hidden underneath as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, and you can do that. I mean, I know that's 3D, but if you're doing a normal Dresden, you could do the same thing. You've got your,
Oh yeah, because normally you stitch right the way round, don't you? All of them, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, lots of you wait for that Dresden plate ruler to come back in stock. They're flying out.
Oh, good. Yeah, it is really nice.
Oh, now, do you want me to move this, Paul? Oh, you're good. Okay.
So quiet.
What?
It's so quiet.
It's because you're used to having your murder mysteries on in the background while you're sewing.
That is true. Right.
Right.
And then we need to sew them together in order. So I've got some that I've done earlier.
Oh, okay.
So you sew them in pairs. Make sure that,
make sure you get them in order, because that red one's going to be in the wrong place.
It is. So that goes, there's that one.
Yeah, then the blue one.
Blue one, there we go.
Can I have my chopstick back, please?
Oh, sure.
Well, I just know what you're like. Right.
So I'm going to sew these two into pairs.
Now, you've got raw edges and a finished edge that you've got to sew together.
Yes. So I start at the bottom. So when I sew them together, I line up the bottom.
The bottom as in the bit that goes into the circle in the middle, yeah?
Yeah, that bit. And then when I get to the top, because you're going to end up with threads.
Right.
What I did was I stitched to the end, then did a little reverse stitch.
Oh, okay.
Come back again, but not all the way to the end. And then
so you haven't got any threads sticking out the top,
yeah. Just keeps it nice and neat.
What colour would you normally sew these in real life?
Probably a cream. I tend to go cream, like pale grey, beigey, something that's going to tone with all of the colours. Threads off short, so then they'll just be hidden.
Okay, let's have a look. We've got a picture to show. Good morning, Caroline has messaged in. I adored this pattern. I bought it the first time round with the rulers, and these are my first ever. My mum had the Christmas version in the photo for a friend for Christmas, and the other is hanging in my local MP's office celebrating 100 year office As I've been told years of the women's vote.
Yes.
Just need to make my own. Oh, how lovely.
I love it. I love the double, the purple and green and white. How it's doubled. Gorgeous. Both lovely.
It looks more like a flower when it's done like that, doesn't it? Carolyn, that's lovely. Thank you.
Yes, very nice. So I'm just going to press these open.
Okay.
And this is a case where it is best to press them open because you're going to end up with a lot of seams in the middle.
Yes. So you do them in twos first?
Do them all in twos.
Yeah.
And then I sewed them all into fours.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to sew them all together. Make sure that I'm getting my order correct. So what I did when I actually sewed them all together was I recreated my circle just to make sure that I've got them in the right order.
Yeah, oh yes.
That's right. And then paired them all up.
I'm beginning to regret my choice.
Oh.
Because that blue looks lovely in there. You know, I said, well, I was saying, Paul, that I'd have the blue as the background and the cream in there, but maybe I wouldn't. No, I was saying originally, because the background of the cushion's in the cream, and I was going to have those as cream ones and have the blue as the background, but I'm actually liking the blue in there now.
There we go. So that's all of them.
Oh, crikey.
And then you just sew them all together. So I'm going to make sure that's right. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
don't
right.
race. You're only 20 minutes into
Oh,
the hour
okay.
and you're nearly finished. We can make the second one, couldn't we? Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. Chris in
Ooh.
Suffolk.
Oh, wow.
With your nautical fabric. Oh, that's lovely. So you got linear in there. What's the blue? What's the turquoisey blue one? No. There's the compass ones, right? But then there's the linear in the green.
Mm-hmm. It is really nice.
It's just a solid, is it? It looks like there's a pattern on my telly. Maybe it's just my screen needs cleaning.
I don't have my glasses on, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it looks like a spray time, yeah. Oh, that's lovely. What's on? Oh, and today's quilter on the table. Like to see what else is in the room. Nice looking table as well, that one, isn't it? Anyway, thank you. I have to go and look at it on the screen over there because I can't see from it. Yes, it is. Well, are you right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Watch, it'll be wrong.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, you have a play.
Right, so I'd get rid of the blue one there. And I'd do that one. That one. Oh no, hang on, it's a bit wide, isn't it? That one, that one. That one. Oh no, you're right. You're so right. So then it would have been that one. Then space. Do you talk to yourself a lot when you're in the workroom at home?
Usually it's muttering to the sewing machine. Calling it names.
What's next? What's next then? Hang on. Buttons. Oh no, you see, you're right. Look at that one there. That would have been what it would like
Oh,
if
with
I'd
the
used
cream.
the cream. So you're right, the blue's much better. See, that's why you're the expert and I'm just the
I did have to chuckle when you said experts earlier and you looked at me.
Well, yeah, you're the only one in today. Oh, I've missed you, Charlie.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you why I added the blue, and it's the same with Chris's that she just showed.
Yeah.
Well, those nice, bright, striking ones. You can really see the 5. It looks like a flower almost.
Yes, definitely. Yes, because I'm very much more of a blendy, but it actually works having that brightly coloured one in there.
I'm going to just carry on and do all the pressing at once.
All right then. Fabulous. Looks like what, Paul? Paul thinks it looks like ye olde newsprint.
Oh. And then the last bit.
Let's have a look at the one from Teresa. Oh, now look, you see, Dave will use 2. That's another one with another bright. Now look at the fussy cutting in the middle. You see, that's where your toucan would be, wouldn't it?
It would have been. That would see.
It seems they've all used 2. Because the one earlier had the linear and the spray time, and that one's got 2 solids in it as well, isn't it? No, lovely. Thank you for sending them in, though. They're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous. That's what I love about colour choice, is that the same pattern can look so different.
Oh, yes.
Just different.
So should it be lying flat at this point, then? No, I didn't mean... No, I didn't mean yours isn't.
It should be lying flat. I'm not quite sure why it's not. Because...
Keep going.
That one worked. Yeah, it's a bit wavy, isn't it?
Is it because this has still got seam allowance on it? If that was open, I don't know. I'm just guessing now.
Yeah.
I just think if it was a frock, I'd be releasing seams if it was a frock.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Well, it will definitely work fine on the other one. It didn't have that at all. So seam allowance should be fine.
It's almost like we've got one.
One too many.
Let's just double check when I laid it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here as well.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See if there's a way to do it. No, it does say 20.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a wrong way of doing it, I'll find it.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Well, now let's have a look. So when you made that one, did it just lay flat at this point then?
Yeah. But then, when you get to the next bit, it will ease out anyway.
Yeah. Also, when that bit goes on it, it's flat. So maybe it was wrinkly in the middle. You just realised because you then put that. Because if you look, once that bit goes on, that's going to spread out to that size. So maybe it is the anyway.
The next step.
I've got another Christmas picture. Look.
Oh.
My first scented Dresden cushion covers made for family and friends last Christmas from Gail. Oh, Gail, look.
That's really nice.
Blimey, you were busy.
Yeah.
How many friends have you got?
More than me.
1, 2, 3, 4, loads. Oh, I'd want the blue one in the middle, please.
I was going to say the same thing.
Go.
That was really nice. Oh, they're all lovely.
Paul wants bottom left.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right. So the next step in the instructions is to... So you need wadding, lots of wadding, because it's quite a 3D effect.
This wadding?
Yes, that'd be the one. And there's enough in there for 2.
Does it have to be stuffed, or is that just this pattern? Did you all do at home stuff yours? Is it in the instructions?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the instructions. Then.
Yeah.
No, not every Dresden, but this one now. This pattern says to stuff it.
Yeah, so you have a 16-inch square of wadding, 16-inch square of backing.
Yes.
And then in the instructions, it tells you to, my circle.
Oh, so there's the stuffing behind the square, and not stuffing, padding behind the square, and padding behind the...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it tells you to do that, pin it on, and do a walking foot all the way around. Okay. Which I will do.
Oh, which I will do.
I will. And then once you've done that, then you add your middle bit. But I actually thought it might be easier to do the middle bit first.
In the instructions, they tell you to put wadding behind your square, wadding behind your Dresden plate.
Yeah.
Have we stitched this at this point?
Yeah.
And then you put that on, wadding on, and then you put your needle turn thing on the top.
Yes.
And hand stitch that on.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
But you're going to do different.
Yes.
Okay, stop there, because I'm going to go and do bundles, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
And we'll carry on with the next
Perfect.
stage. Right. So where shall I start? Oh, the bundle. Ruler. Stock. Because you've obviously been waiting for this to come back in. We haven't had it since mid-December. People have been waiting and waiting and waiting. The amount of you that came in, I'll hold it down there. There you go. The amount of you come in to get that. £20 and 99 is an 18-degree Dresden plate ruler. 9 inches is the size it goes. Well, is 9 inches the biggest size that does? I presume it is, yeah. £20 and 99. By Creative Grids, I'll just show you this one. It has all the little resin non-slip circles on it there. Hold it so it doesn't slip while you're cutting your fabric. Same as in the circle there. Got your 1/4-inch seam allowance on there. Oh, and on the circle as well. Okay, so that's the ruler, £20. Now, yours will arrive like this, right? And inside yours, this little instructions manual as well. And then if you can see here, the different shapes you can do using the ruler. £1 P&P, remember? Well, I'm just trying to see. Because if you don't want to do pointy, because I've seen Dresden plates with curved ends as well. You could do curvy ends as well, can't you? Anyway, so that's the ruler. Now you don't have, please don't think that we're saying, oh, you've got to buy the ruler. You don't have to buy the ruler at all, because the pattern does have a template in it. It just takes longer. So, stitching time, this one here, which is the one where Emma's working on. So you get 2.5 meters of fabric, 1/2 meter of the blue, 1/2 meter of the ivory, 1/2 meter of the buttons, 1/2 meter of the icons, 1/2 meter of the threads, plus your actual thread, plus your instructions. £31 and 99. But remember, it's only £1 P&P all day today. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't know why I did that. Very unlike me. I don't do that in real life. Oh, it's working now. What's what? Yeah, we're just sneaking things on when we weren't watching. He has a tendency to do that, does Paul? Right, okay. The thing is, we said earlier, you can make 2 out of this. I think you could make lots, because if you saw we only used that strip at the bottom, and you've got 1/2 meter of all the fabrics, the only thing you'll be short of is for all the backing and the back of the pillow and everything like that. You won't be short. You can definitely make 2, but you couldn't make any more. Right, next one. This one. Bittersweet, this one's called, Paul. So you've got lemon, ivory, flowers or daisies, little birds on pink, and your toucan. Are they meant to be doves? Are doves related to pigeons? Yeah. Little seeds, look. And then there's your, is it dashwood? It's got to be dashwood, doesn't it? No, it's not. Isn't it funny? I just said that was a dashwood fabric. It's actually by Solveig Macaretz for Northcott Fabrics. That's that one. That's that one. And then you get the thread and the instructions. £34 and 99. Tula next. Yep, Tula. Oops, so in the Tula one, you get the blue, 1/2 meter, the white, 1/2 meter, fans, they're obviously not Tula fabrics, those two, they're ours. Tula Fans, Tula Gatekeeper, Tula Delight. Plus your thread, plus your instructions, £34.99. And then Liberty. The first two fabrics are our fabrics, not Liberty's, so you get half metre of your pink, half metre of your ivory, half a metre of your Wiltshire shade in pink, half a metre of your fireside, and half a metre of your peacock. Plus your thread, plus your instructions, £36.99. Vivian's, do I need to be over there to answer the question? Oh, Vivian's asked. Would the Dresden design suit a round cushion? It would look gorgeous on a round cushion. Better than a square, in my opinion. Because look, if you think, if I just chop this off round here, like but it would, wouldn't it? I'd make it slightly bigger than that, but it would look lovely. Do you know what would look lovely? You know those cushions where it's a circle on the front and a circle on the back, and then you put a gusset all around the edge, so it sort of sits. You know what I mean? So it's a circle, with a
bit round, yeah. So it's like a proper disc.
It was a bit like who's saying they like in the book earlier, and I said you couldn't sit on that cushion in my house like that. You're right there.
Yeah, I'll leave that out. This looks a bit. We'll see how it works.
Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. It's what?
It looks a bit odd.
Oh, Lord.
So we might have to. Yeah.
But. No, we'll have a go with it and see what happens.
We're not.
Which bit are you going to do next then?
Now.
How have you got it to fit now then? Oh, it's working. There you go.
That's because it's poofy.
Yeah, poofy.
Yeah. So in the book, it tells you to draw a 4-inch diameter piece of fabric and needle turn it under.
Right.
So because it's really difficult, at least I find it difficult, to get a proper turn all your seam allowances under a circle. What I do, if I've got any curves on an applique that I want to needle turn, I do a little running stitch, big running.
And a piece of cardboard of the right size.
Yeah. So running stitch around in the seam allowance, and then I put it over a cardboard, which is a little bit smaller than my actual 4 inches.
Oh, okay.
Just so it will, because it's going to be a bit thicker.
Yeah.
And then, so I've pressed it so that my seam is there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to snip that out so we can get the cardboard
And
out.
that's just the fabric on its own. You've got no interfacing or anything like that?
No, that's just the fabric. Okay. So I would do is...
Oh, yes.
Actually sew that on.
Oh, before any poofiness?
Yeah, before any poofiness.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, look, Catherine says, wish I'd kept all my dad's old ties when he died. Adapted this pattern would have been wonderful. Memorial piece, Catherine, it would. Oh, lovely idea.
Yeah. So that's the proper way of doing it, well, at least the needle turn.
Yeah.
The other way I thought would be easy as well is a piece of fabric with Bondaweb on the back.
Yeah, Bondaweb, I've got that.
Now, the template you get with your ruler is actually smaller than 4 inches. So you can't use this to make this because you don't have your seam allowance included on it.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it?
You can use that for that and have a raw edge applique.
Of course. So the turny one you can't use it for.
No.
But for this, because obviously the pattern wasn't written for the plastic, the Creative Grids ruler. That's why,
Yeah. Or if you did use this for that bit, your circle would just be a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And it'd still fit over the hole in the middle. But so just so you know.
Okay. Pamela says, I've collected fabrics from where we've travelled and thinking of what design to use to display each country in a wall hanging. The Dresden may be perfect. Oh.
Yes.
Very nice.
So, which way should I do, John? Hand sewn?
No, because you're rubbish at hand sewing. No, she's not rubbish. Well, no, she's rubbish. But if you're going to iron that on there, you need to put a piece of fabric underneath. So I don't want it.
Yeah.
No.
I'll do that because you're going to need your middle bit underneath that anyway. So I'll do that.
Hannah's concerned that you're ironing on top of a polyester wadding.
But I've got my fabric.
Yeah.
So it'll be okay.
Well, you should know that, Hannah. Nearly called you Pamela then.
Oh dear. The only tricky part that I found was centering the circle in the middle.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. So I'm just going to fold it.
She's not called Pamela, she's called Rachel. One of our guests came in the other day and was saying, she said, oh, hello, Rachel, to Hannah. And I thought, who's she talking to? Anyway, later on Facebook, it said, I've had my meeting with Rachel. And I thought, oh, no, she really thinks she's called Rachel. I haven't told her yet.
Oh, dear.
She'll be watching as well. I'm not going to say which guest it is.
That's like me and Derek.
Yes. Right. Have we done the bond web?
Yeah.
No, you've done it. I've done it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Hannah's gone all sullen again.
Let's see.
It's coming. I'm holding it low down. You see, I do that when I do the shoes. When I do the shoes, I hold the shoes too high like that. And you can all you see is my crepey old neck in the background. Oh, it's not fun getting old.
It doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, it's what?
Oh, is it? No, it is. It was just me. It just looks. I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, what are you saying?
I didn't think it was working, but it looks like it is.
Okay.
So we're all good.
It's all right, Laura's in here with us, that's fine.
Oh, I've just run out of bobbin, that's why.
That could be why.
That could be why.
Have you got another bobbin?
Oh, yeah.
She says.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
I know. What am I like? There we go. We're going to have grey.
Oh, Gail, what I haven't got anything. Oh, here you go. No, I haven't got anything from Gail yet. She's very excited, is our Gail. Oh!
No, it's definitely not.
She's waiting for all her deliveries to arrive. She's getting very excited because all the things she bought on the 20% off day, she's really looking forward to everything arriving. Oh, what are you doing now?
I'm going back to my straight because it really wasn't working.
I'll give that to Laura and she can have a look at that.
Thank you. And I'm going to be boring. I'm just going to do a straight stitch.
Okay. Catherine's made a dress. Oh, Catherine. Oh, wow. This is my first attempt of the cushion I made at Halloween. I found it really easy with the ruler. So maybe, Catherine, you should come in next to demonstrate it. Isn't that the Tula, what's it? De La Luna range? Now, she's only got one solid in hers. She's got the... Is that a purple solid in that one?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And then they've got... Oh, that's
There's moons.
What shape pillow is it on? Oh, I see. It's a square. It's a square.
Oh, is it? Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the corners now.
What's in the background? Is that a toweling dressing gown in the background? I'm going to have a look. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know what that is in the background. Are they cushions? Yep, back and back and back and back and back. Stand down, Laura. Stand down. Laura's having one of those days where she just sits and supervises. She hasn't got to do any work. She's just sitting. She's just watching. She says she's tidying the warehouse.
There we go. And now I'm going to layer it up.
Oops.
Thank you. It is all thready.
Yeah.
Make sure it's centered.
It's very dramatic, isn't it, that one?
I have to admit, I really like the 3D effect on this one.
Because of the puffiness.
The puffiness and the little flappy bits. It's just fun. All right, now I need to sew all the way around the edge.
Okay.
And you want it to be Not quite on the edge. Oh, I got.
If you like hand stitching, you could hand stitch it down, couldn't you? It's only because you hate hand stitching, isn't it?
I like hand stitching.
I thought you hated it.
No, I don't mind it.
Well, why do we always avoid it then?
Because it takes so long.
Oh, well, there you go. So if you've got time, you could.
Yeah.
Maureen sent in a picture. Oh, Maureen, I love yours.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Maureen, I love that one. So I made this Dresden cushion with the leftover fabrics from my barge yellow quilt.
Oh.
My daughter pinched. My daughter pinched it. It goes well in her patio. Well, she's got a posh patio, isn't she?
Yeah.
Hang on, what's that stripy fabric there? Don't remember that being in the barge yellow. So you got linear. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, look how she stitched the where she stitched around the inside circle. She's done like a decorative stitch around the inside there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love that one. You see, if I was your daughter, Maureen, I'd have nicked it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have it on the patio, though. I'd have it in my dining room.
Just going
You're right.
Yeah. Just get started. Just wanted to. Oh, not too much.
Not now.
Yeah, don't want to increase it too much.
Dorinda. Hello, John and Emma. I am loving this cushion from Dorinda in Biggin Hill. My dad used to be stationed in the RAF in Biggin Hill.
Oh, where's that? Where is
I don't know where it is before I was born.
Oh,
but I remember my mum and dad talking about Biggin Hill all the time. Where is Biggin Hill? Kent. It's in Kent.
Oh.
I didn't know they lived in Kent. My dad was an Essex boy.
Well, it's not that far, is it? Not far.
Yeah, no, that was when he was a little boy,
Oh.
not when he was in the RAF. My mum wouldn't let him speak like an Essex boy, though. Oh, of course, because you're not going around the edge, Joe. You're only going around in a circle because you've got your, almost like your prairie point sticking out the edge, haven't you? Mm-hmm. I wonder if you could also quilt it down.
Oh, the blades.
Not every blade, just the odd blade, or just down the blue blades or something like that.
You could.
Oh. Oh, look, you get sending loads of pictures in there. It's brilliant.
Oh, lovely.
This is from Rita in Loughborough. Oh, my word. Look,
wow.
This is my effort. I love the way you all get my effort with the Dresden plate, Rita. Now, Loughborough do a very good PE course at their university, I believe.
Oh.
So have you made placemats with this as well?
Oh, that looks like it. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love the red.
Look how neat that circle is. Oh, sorry, Rita, I was having a look around your house. Nice.
They're gorgeous.
Your house looks like, no, that sounded like an insult, but it didn't mean to be. Like, you know, what's that show where they all go around and have dinner at each other's houses?
Yeah.
Come down
There
with
was
me,
meat, yeah.
Because it's all set up, ready to go around. I was asked to do, a friend of mine produced that right at the beginning, and he said, I'm doing this show, I'm doing the celebrity one to start with, because I was well known then. Would you be in it? And I went, who's going to watch a programme like that? Of course I'm not going to be in, like, yeah, every single one I've watched. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. But at the time, I was like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, no, I don't like, I've gone off Gogglebox. I liked Gogglebox.
Oh, I like Gogglebox. That's our...
Hannah's very upset because 2 programmes that she was watching, they revealed the end in Gogglebox, and she was very upset.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
Gogglebox is usually our Saturday night.
Left, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've got what?
Saturday night treat is our Gogglebox. We record it on a Friday, then we watch it on a Saturday night with a...
Don't you go out on a Saturday night then?
No.
Too busy hungover from the night before.
It's usually Gogglebox and a curry.
Homemade or delivered?
You usually go to the shop that has initials.
Yeah.
You get the eat-at-home ones.
Oh, okay. What? You get your bottle of wine and the pudding thrown in? That one?
Yeah. Oh, and first dates. We like first dates.
Oh, yeah, I love first dates.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you saying that because they're all going to be at the dating live show that I'm doing in June. Oh, next month.
Oh, so you get to meet Fred?
Huh?
You get to meet Fred?
No, Fred's not going to be there.
Oh.
Yeah, Fred's not going to be there. Yeah, I can't say that on air though, can I?
No.
Oh, look, I love it. Look
Isn't
at
that nice?
the relief.
Yeah.
Oh, Hannah's saying it looks like a big button. Oh, isn't that lovely? It's really worked well, that one, hasn't it? It doesn't, because I was thinking, well, what do you put the wadding for? I haven't seen one with wadding behind. It actually makes it look gorgeous, doesn't it?
Yeah, I really
looks
like
like you've got more wadding in that one than you've got in the one that you made at home.
It's the same. I don't know whether once you get it in the cushion, it changes because it pulls it back a little bit.
Okay, so then how many minutes have we got left? Oh, minute and a half. Then what do you do now then?
The next thing I did was I did the backing, and what I did is I tend to have 2 strips.
You mean the back of the cushion?
Yeah.
Did you not put any backing in there?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't say to in the instructions. Yeah. It's something you could do if you're.
You just need to put a bit of lightweight, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Just something from your stash.
Yeah,
really,
just to keep it nice. But if it's going to be the inside of the cushion, so if you're not fussed, and then so I did 2 rectangles with a hem.
Oh yes.
So that that's why. And I actually put it on first and sewed around the edge. See what I mean? So instead of doing it backwards and then turning it out.
Right, yes.
Yeah, I did it the right way. So I sewed it all the way around the edge. And then I added the binding to it as well.
Right. Perfect.
And then you're done.
And Hannah wants, how long have I got? 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Hannah just wanted to see you cutting those around that ruler again. Have we still got the strip there? There we go. Yeah. Elaine emailed in saying, I've just got back into sewing. Really enjoying this. Love watching the show. Oh. Elaine from Lincolnshire. Oh, I used to live in Louth in Lincolnshire. Did a nice wedding in Medringham a few years ago. So you literally just line up, because you only have to cut, is this how deep was that? 6.5, did you say?
6.
6 inches. So you're only cutting a strip of 6 inches off your half metre of fabric.
Yeah.
And then you're literally turning up, down, up, down. All you need to be careful of is if you've got a directional fabric, if you do that, you are going to have half of them going the other way to the one.
Yeah, so you either need to double it or...
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
When are you in next?
The 6th of June.
6th of June. We'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Am I in 6th of June or not? Oh, hang on, look at this program.
Oh.
Hello everyone, my first time to Dresden cushion. And it's so funny, everyone's just having a look at all those cushions. Oh, look,
all of them.
Plus a few others taking over our back bedroom. Love Carol in Durham, loving the show. Well, that's the Sally Stevens gem one, isn't it there? Then you've got the antler one.
I like the antler.
How lovely.
All of them all. And the halves.
Gorgeous. And that's only the back bedroom. I said it again. Oh, Hannah says she's sorry she hasn't shown everyone's Dresden photo. She's a bit inundated in there. Thank you, Emma. See you soon. Right. Okay, so do the one that Emma's just made. Stitch in Time, this one's called. 1/2 metre of the cotton reels, 1/2 metre of the icons, 1/2 metre of the buttons, 1/2 metre of cream, 1/2 metre of your blue. 31, oh dear, I've gone a bit froggy. £31.99. There you go, that's that bundle. And there was it halfway through the development level. Then the one that was already made is this one here. So you get 1/2 metre of lemon, 1/2 metre of ivory, 1/2 metre of sunflowers, 1/2 metre of doves / pigeons / little birds on pink, 1/2 metre of your toucan and friends. Bittersweet, that one's called Bittersweet. And the thread and your instructions, £34.99. Next, I've got Tula. Tula. Where's all these noises coming from today? Right. So these first 2 fabrics are not Tula pink. You get the beautiful blue and the white, plus Tula fans. Tula Gatekeeper and Tula Delight. Plus your thread, plus your instructions. That comes to $34.99. And last but not least, Liberty. First 2 fabrics are not Liberty, there are solids. You get the pink, the gorgeous tea rose pink, 1/2 metre. Ivory, 1/2 metre. Wiltshire shade, 1/2 metre. Fireside, 1/2 metre. Peacocks, 1/2 metre. Plus your thread, plus your instructions. £36.99. Now, the pattern does come with a template in it, but if you want to have a quicker, easier route, or you want to do more Dresden plates, then you can get the ruler. Yours will arrive like this. And in it, you get 2 rulers, which are these. We haven't had this since mid-December. Half the stock's gone today again. £20.99. We'll try and get things back as quickly. I'll have a word with Rachel the ruler. There was obviously a hold up on it, or maybe we just didn't fill in the form. One of the two, anyway.